Okay, let's see. Stream started. I believe it has. Yay, it has. Woo! Okay. Alright, time to broadcast. Woo. I'll start drawing soon. I promise. I'm just easy. No sound? Okay, that's fine. Hello, Cole. I'm just posting this to Twitter. Hello. Man, okay. Lots of moving around, I'm sorry. It's hard to get comfy when drawing. I still don't know what hairstyle to go with for, yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna let you know. I like it looks similar to lichens. I can hear birdies squawking in the background. No. Shoot, what do I have? I didn't save it here. Shoot. I don't want to wait. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, shoot. Here it is. That's what... Okay, let me just... I am frantic. I really should have prepared more. Alright. So that's what I had for it. It's way too similar to lichen. That's gonna be a bit of a problem. Let's see if I can make this different somehow. Oh. Nope. Oh, hello, Gray. Welcome to stream. I am struggling. She has like a short hairstyle. Like, that's what I know. Hello. This is some quality content, just me struggling to design characters. This is pain.
I want it to look, but I'm struggling. I just can't seem to get it onto paper. Why did I say paper? I'm drawing digitally. Why did I say paper? I need to flip my iPad over. Oh boy, there we go, upside down screen. Oh boy. There is a delay in stream, so apologies. Okay, if A.R.K doesn't want to, like... I'm looking at the stream to see if it lets me flip the screen. If not, I will flip it back. It did let me flip the screen. Okay. I need to keep an eye on chat. Let me do
Pop out chat. And then paste. Boop.
Okay, now I can see chat better.
Hello, chat.
Oh, there goes the brush opacity again. Wait, can you guys even hear me? Yes, I am hearable. I'm just talking quietly because pain. My charger is not long enough. Okay, that looks good, but how do I... See, when I add something, it looks weird. Oh, wait, did I figure something out? Okay. I think I know what I need to do to make this look better. I'm sorry there's like no background music. I am too broke for that. Nope, no.
Nope. E. I see that. E.
No. Okay. This is just frustrating. I don't know like how to make this look better. Okay, let me... Nope, that glitched. I hate it when that happens. Oh, shit. That happened. Welp. Did not mean to press that. Okay, maybe this will help. No? Thought it would. I guess it did. Alright, that looks better. Probably look better once I add eyes. Okay. That is, I swear that, oh, I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm so sorry. There is just a little problem with our house. The pipes don't work properly. I don't know if my microphone picked that up. It probably did. Nope, that looks weird. Better. And I hear the birds squawking again. I can probably add background music somehow. I don't know how, though. Let me see, maybe if I... Oh, shoot, it's glitching. Oh, no, wait. That actually does look a lot better. Just gotta... There we go. Maybe... Hair go wee. Alright. Let's get rid of this. Goodbye. Don't need you. And... Okay, time to adjust the hair again. Maybe warp it a bit? Okay, that's helping. There we go. Now if I flip canvas again... Okay, that looks better. Okay, there we go. That looks a lot better. I can fix any mistakes in the more finalized sketch. Let's just merge that down temporarily. And outfit. I know I want to add her goggles again. No clue how to draw goggles. Just a fair warning. Nope. I'm probably not going to be talking that much. I don't really talk while I draw. Okay, no, we're restarting that. Okay. Let's see. Let's try putting them over her eyes first. Okay, that helps. Okay.
Woo!
Hair's gonna go over that.
Yee. Okay, that's starting to look better. Alright, there we go, goggles are done. As for the outfit,
No clue what to do for the outfit so far. Suspenders, maybe? I don't know. Actually, I think I might have an idea. Okay, I need to adjust part of the pose. Because, she thick queen. got the reference pulled up and everything. Now to finish with the outfit. Maybe I should stop using watercolor for my sketches.
I just like how the brush looks.
Okay. Okay, no, we're not doing that. Oh, that looks weird.
Why can I not make this look right? Art is pain.
I don't know what I was going for with that. I can always add more details after. Guess I could add more to the hair, maybe. Alright, let's see. Doesn't look too bad. Alright.
I see beep in the chat. I wasn't looking at chat, I was looking at reference.
Oh shoot, right, she's tiny compared to him. Fuck. I need to look up. I don't know what the website, I forgot the website's name. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, short. She is tiny baby. She's also supposed to be the girl in this. Yay! Hi, Syrup!
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, really adjust the anatomy. Okay. Probably not accurate to her 4 foot, her, how tall is she? 5 foot. She is 5 foot, and Lycan is 6'3". Oh boy, okay, definitely not accurate. But I don't want her to look like a child next to him. Pain. Okay. Let's just take a look at the anatomy. Okay. Like, it doesn't look bad. I can definitely fix the... Okay.
Okay.
Now for more details. Alright, we're gonna work on Lycan first. Because I do not go straight to line art after that sketch, or else I will never know what I'm doing. And it'll never be done. Hey. Listen, I'm short. I'm Asian. So is Stanya. Stanya is Asian. Lycan is not. He's just a tall boy. And I just remembered for their reference sheets, there are 2 different outfits. Maybe I won't do it. Maybe I will. I don't know. This is just gonna be, like, me designing characters. We're not, like, going into reference sheets or anything. Wait, Syrup, are you implying that you're tall? Because, like, you've never really mentioned anything about your height, I don't think. You might have, but I'm never really all that active in Jenna's server. I'm trying to be. I'm just... It's overwhelming at times. It is overwhelming at times. Okay. How tall exactly, Syrup? Like, how tall? Because I am short. I am literally, like... Okay, I'm almost 5'3". I'm almost 5'3" now. I did go to the doctor because I haven't been feeling good. I'm almost 5'3". What do you mean? I'm okay, there's, like, a huge delay. So I'm seeing the comment now of, like... Like, I obviously wasn't there when you said it because I'm never there. Pain. I try and be active, but it's hard. Holy Are you... Okay. Syrup, I'm gonna say that you are not the tallest person I know. You are definitely not the tallest person I know. No, I'm not counting Rambu. I'm talking about my friend Josh in the UK. He is already over, like, 6'4". I don't know what it's just he's already over 6'4", and, like, the last time I had talked to him before, like, our little break, it was just, like, he was, I think, 6'2", maybe taller, I do not remember. But like, you're definitely not the tallest person I know. I mean, holy okay, my entire family is short. My dad is below height. My sibling is average height. I am I'm just below average. My mom is average height as well. Okay, yeah, you're in the living room. Okay. Yes, Sage. The canvas. Ooh, that looks weird. Okay. Just gonna. Ooh, okay. Okay, that looks better. Okay, that's looking better. Okay. There we go. Yay! Oh, shoot. No, Discord notifications. I need to look. Oh, okay. Nothing important. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's not exactly what I said, but okay. Thanks for doing the flirt for me, Syrup. Even though it wasn't intentional, that was not a flirt, and you're probably gonna break them. Nope, they're fine. Just say I said you're welcome. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, my kitty. My kitty is crying. My kitty's probably crying for me. I'd give her love and attention, but she'd get in the way. Okay, this looks weird, kind of. Jarvis? What the... What? That's confusing. There's so many notifications. I am drawing two of my characters from the comic that I am working on. Left is Lycan, right is Stanya. This is kind of just experimenting with their designs. It's probably going to be more final than anything else. But, yeah. Ooh, Biax!
Sup? Hello. Hi.
Man, those are a lot of eyes.
Hello, Biax.
Oh, okay. Okay, I need to get rid of this blanket. This blanket is
Making me sweaty.
more so than I already am because fever gober. I was not expecting Biax to be here.
But hey, Pog friend.
Oh no, there's so many eyes. No. By the way, if any of you are able to test like the lag, like the delay between me and responding to a comment, please test it because like I don't know. Like I will read out the message as soon as I see it. Like, and I have my laptop right next to me and I see all the comments all the live chat when they come in.
H.
Saw that. I just read it. Just read it as I saw it. Oh boy, delay. This is gonna be pain. Ooh, that is a big delay. That is a pretty big delay. Man. Hopefully, when I start streaming, like with Streamlabs and stuff, there will be less of a delay issue. Maybe, probably not. I don't know if there's really any way to lower the stream delay. I know on like YouTube Studio there is with like latency, but I am using Omelet Arcade as you can see with the watermark. So, don't really have a lot of options. Since I'm...
Oh, okay, bye, Biax. Have fun shopping. Yay, purple hearts. Yeah, it was nice to have Biax say hi.
Alright, yeah, this is looking a lot better.
Oh, yo, it's Agent! What's up, dude? You're from Twitter. Cato Box.
hopefully next time I stream, it'll be like with Streamlabs and maybe Portal 2 or something. Like, I don't know. It really depends on when my new laptop gets here and how good it is. I can only assume it's going to be better, because when tech support helped me out, they were like, yeah, it's probably, you have an older model. I'm like, oh, well, okay then. Which makes sense, since I was one of the first students of NCCA. I was kind of one of the test students. It's been like 2 years. Oh, yay, thank you, agent. It's like, I don't know how long I've been drawn. Let me refresh the stream. Beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. I've been streaming for a little over 40 minutes. So that's a pretty long time. Usually my art streams are like, they used to be like 30 minutes or something, because I would finish drawings really quickly, since my art style was a lot less developed and less complicated. I'm trying to make my art style more simple now, but my drawing process has just gotten so complicated. Yeah, sorry if I like don't talk very much.
I don't really talk while I draw.
I think I used to talk while I draw a lot, but then I became more introverted. I didn't tell my mom that I'm streaming, but she hasn't like bothered me. I don't know if she figured it out. Either she does have good listening skills, or she found my channel, and I really hope she didn't find it. Yeah, it's okay. Like, the thing is with art, you will never have a consistent art style. Physically impossible. Some artists like to keep like a general style, but when you look back at like, say, like a drawing from a month ago compared to the drawing like they had just posted the day before, you will notice a lot of differences. Over time, you won't really notice the differences, but going back and looking at old drawings, you will notice huge differences. That is a great way to, like, if you're starting to feel like your art isn't improving, or your art is bad, or you just don't like your art, I highly suggest going back and looking at your own art. It's really helpful, because you can see how far you've come. You can even redraw it to, like, see the differences. Like, I posted a redraw before on my Twitter. I did post a redraw before of one of my old personas, Ryuko. And, like, when I redrew her, I at first didn't notice any differences until some people pointed out that my color theory, I was more confident in it. My colors are more saturated. My direction with eyes, like the eyes were looking directly at the camera, or like just to the viewer, which is kind of hard to do, like when you don't know how eyes work or that sort of thing. I still don't know how eyes work. I still don't know, and I should probably start to learn anatomy like from classes or tutorials. But I am one of those artists that tries to learn on their own, which I guess has been working out well for me. Other times I do wish that I had studied more. Like, people who like take art class at school, they think, wow, this is so boring. This is like when am I ever gonna need this in my art career? Like, if you want art to be your career. I don't necessarily want art to be my career. I want to be an architect, so I guess kind of. But either way, like, when you're in art class, you're like, oh no, this class is so boring. Why did I take this class? But most people take it because it's a so-called easy class. Do not take what they teach you for granted. It is really, really helpful. It teaches you about, like, you may not, like, learn how to free draw or learn anatomy, that sort of thing. You're just drawing still lifes or drawing techniques. It is very helpful. You may think it's boring when you start out, or when you're taking the class, you're like, ugh, I don't want to be here, this is so boring. It does help. It may take a while, but it does help. Like, it really does. Like, say, okay, I'm gonna grab this, like, container of gum that I have, Trident gum, and I'm just going to quickly draw without an image. I'm just going to draw, like, an outline of what I see. And I am not lifting my pen. This is one singular line. Like, you can see, I have had practice, obviously. We have done this. And then you can, like, reference it, look at it, and see how similar it is. For me, one of the techniques is drawing one line, but you never look at your paper or your device. You don't look at what you're drawing, you just look at the object. It'll look weird when you first start out. For definitely the first couple or so times, maybe dozens, it'll look really weird, you'll feel really unmotivated, but it is very helpful, especially when you are trying to draw straight from memory, because it just helps you make things look more accurate. So when you're actually drawing the object, you know what not to do, and you already have a feel for the motion of it. That's kind of like my take on it. I don't know exactly how it works, but it really does help. Like, for me, when I'm trying to draw objects that I've never really drawn before, I will get the object if I have it, and I will just place it out in front of me. And I'll kind of quickly do a sketch by just looking up and down and referencing it, seeing how it looks. Then I'll do the one where I don't look at the paper. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter the order, but when I don't look at the paper, and then when I finally look down, my first thoughts is, of course, gonna be, oh wow, this looks terrible. But then I start to notice what went wrong, how I can fix it, what parts look good, and honestly, that could even be art itself. That art is subjective, but it really is helpful. You can learn from a lot of your mistakes when drawing from just regular old still lifes. Learning how to shade from lighting. Like, if you were to just... This is starting to turn into an art class, isn't it? So if you were to just take a ball and say the light was coming from here, you would want to, you would want the light to go from, light to here. That would work, but an easy way to... Here, let me switch to a sketching pencil. HB, because that's what people mostly use. So if you were to, want to draw, it's easier to just... Never, ever. See what I just did? Because I'm more confident with my shading, I always go for darker first. When you're drawing on paper, never, ever draw dark first. And also, I'm on digital, so it doesn't really matter. Always go from light to dark. It's not really wanting to work that well. But you always just want to go from, light to dark. You always, For me, I do a quick... Oh, shoot, this is really not working well. Let me use my Lupus pack. Okay. So you do, a light coloring first. You decide where the light is coming from, how bright it is, that sort of thing. Then you kind of just slowly move outwards. And you do like one shade at a time. If you're more confident with it, you can go straight to dark, but it is much easier to just do one shade at a time, because it really does help you. Like, on paper, it's really helpful, since it's harder to erase darker lines, which they say, like, draw light, that's what they keep saying. Since it helps you erase better, you can erase your mistakes, it really is helpful. Like, that's where the light would be coming from. And if you were to want to do something with more, like, not just a circle, say you were drawing a cube. Listen, I have been in art class since elementary school, and this is the first year I'm not taking it, so the light would be hitting, say, from this direction. So what you would do is, this would be your darkest side. This is going to be your darkest side. This will be a medium, but then here, it's kind of iffy. Like, it actually is iffy on this corner. It really does depend. Like, having an actual object to reference is the most helpful thing. People hate still lifes. They're like, oh, it's so boring. I wish I didn't have to do this. But still lifes help you with, surprisingly, anatomy. I stopped drawing cartoons and, like, anime for a while because I wanted to see, because people say, like, oh, drawing realistically does help, so I wanted to try it. I did it for about a month, and then I kind of got bored, so I went back to drawing cartoons, and suddenly, oh, hey, my anatomy is better. It really, really does help, because it allows you to focus on the form and shape, and I highly encourage to not be afraid to draw dynamic poses and shading. If you choose, like, if you opt to not shade or do dynamic poses, that's totally fine, totally up to you, but doing it early when you're starting to draw, it's really, really helpful. And you can just learn how to shade. Like, for me, I made the mistake of not wanting to draw dynamic poses. I refused to do it, and it created a whole mess of problems, because I was not experienced. I didn't know what I was doing when I tried to do it, and I got frustrated, so then I gave up again. It's forcing yourself to draw is never a good thing, but I do encourage to just branch out with your drawing. Don't be afraid to do a full body. Yes, when you start out, it will not look good. That is completely normal. Every artist has gone through it. I have especially. It's nothing to be ashamed of. If people hate on your art because it looks bad or something, don't listen. If somebody gives you general critique on saying hey, you could, it's hey, this part looks really good, but this part could look better, maybe try doing this. That is critique, and that is something you should take into account. Younger artists will immediately take that as hate and ignore it, which is understandable, but as you draw more, it is important to listen to critique and pay attention to what people say will look better. Of course, there are certain people who literally have no idea what they're talking about and just think that they can draw when all they could draw is a stick figure, which is still art. But it's important to listen to critiques and follow that advice. Okay, hold on, I gotta type this message. Okay, anyways, message sent. really just experimenting. It's not being afraid to experiment and draw things that aren't necessarily in your comfort zone. Staying in your comfort zone is good. Yes, you can learn to draw, you can improve on it, but you're not really gonna get very far. You can get to a certain point where you're like, yeah, this looks good, but there's that little voice in your head saying this could be better, which it could. It could absolutely be better. Artists are always improving. Okay, I could probably be an art lecture teacher, but not an art teacher, since I go off topic a lot. And, yeah. But this is also from, like, me going through years of really strict art teachers. My last art teacher, super nice. Love her. She is amazing. But my first art teacher, she was very hard on me. But looking back now, she was hard on me because she knew the potential I had. She was hard on her younger students because she knew they could get better and they could do good with art. And she would, like, critique them. She'd be like, don't leave, like, little white spots when you're coloring. That sort of thing. Yes, it's gonna suck because your teacher's, like, yelling at you and constantly belittling you, but it really does help. It really does. And, like, as I started to get better with my art in elementary school, she got softer on me. She got a little bit softer. Oh, shoot. Mommy, I'm streaming right now. Oh, okay, kitty. You can come in. I know, I have to get up early. Come in, kitty. Here we go. Alright. Sorry, that was my mom. She wanted to let me know to sleep early, and I have a doctor's appointment on Tuesday. But anyways, back to what I was talking about. My teachers did get softer on me. Except for one. But that teacher was not a teacher. She was not nice to me at all. She very much hated me. And I still don't know why. Maybe because at the time I still drew ponies. But then she was in fact the one who got me out of drawing like My Little Pony and that sort of thing, like ponies and animals. I do wish that she had been a little bit nicer in getting me to stop drawing animals, but it helped me branch out to drawing humans. And in all honesty, because I stopped drawing animals so much, it got to the point that I just stopped. I stopped drawing animals. I didn't want to draw them. And now I struggle with drawing animals. It's kind of like a point like where you do take the advice of art teachers, but you don't never ever let them convince you to stop drawing something. Unless, of course, it's like really bad and like it's really subjective. I can't go into details about like what would be considered bad because art is subjective, but there is a limit to what your teachers can tell you to draw and what they can't. Like, drawing anime, obviously, teachers don't like that. Most teachers don't. Like, some teachers do. They do like it, and they draw it themselves. But a lot of teachers don't. And the reason for that is, like, they were taught to draw realistically and keep within a certain, like, style. There's no real way to change their mind. You can't go off on a rant about why anime or cartoon drawing is good. Because, like, obviously they're a teacher, but all artists have different opinions on what is considered art. And it's important to take those opinions and, like, listen to them. Like, there are students that would listen to their teachers, and then those teachers' advice, it will alter their style to the point that they were constantly hearing their teacher's voice saying, no, that's too anime or that's too cartoonish. But, like, it's not bad. It isn't bad to want to feel encouraged to change your style, but it shouldn't feel forced. You shouldn't feel like you have something to prove. That should never be the case. If your art teacher is making you feel like what you're drawing is horrible and you should never draw it again, or they're forcing you to draw something that's, like, obviously, like, not an assignment. If it's an assignment, you better draw it, because it's an assignment, you're gonna fail if you don't. But if it's, like, a free draw day, and then they look at your drawing, say, like, it's anime or a cartoon, and they say, you shouldn't draw that. Don't let it feel like they're forcing you to completely change. You should obviously take into account that they probably have their own opinions on art, and they have had different teachers. If, like, it depends on what they say. They say, hey, this kind of looks weird, maybe you could change it and it could look better. But say they were like, oh, you're drawing anime? That's not considered art. You should draw, like, Mozart. Why did I say Mozart? I don't know, like, you should draw, like, Picasso or something. Leonardo da Vinci. I don't know why I said Mozart. I looked at my guitar. I looked at my guitar and I said Mozart. Sorry about that. But, like, if they tell you, like, oh, you should draw, like, Da Vinci, or, like, if they say, like, you should, like, draw, like, some sort of old medieval artist, no, just no. Those artists, they are gone. They are dead. Yes, they made great contributions to art and the history of it, but art has come a long way. It has evolved, like the world, and it shouldn't be kept as, like, one singular style. Never, ever should that be the case. Yes, some people will, like, try and, like, be like Picasso or Da Vinci, and that's completely fine. That is their choice. It is their art. But, like, don't push yourself to the point that you try and completely mimic somebody else's art style. Yes, there are trends, say, hey, I'm going to be mimicking my friend's art styles. That's a good thing, like, trying to, like, mimic another person's art style after you've kind of developed your own. Not completely. You don't have to do it when you've completely developed it. Like, it's really good because you can see what parts of that art style that you like and could like add to your own art style. And it helps you branch out, learn how to draw in other styles. But, like, trying to become that, like, trying to force your art style to become another art style, it's not really healthy. You should do it willingly. Like, doing it willingly, that's kind of the thing that I'm trying to get at. I guess it's more so just being willing to do something. And I really am no professional. I am a 16-year-old artist on the internet who got bullied for drawing ponies and anime. But hey, look at me now. I'm still kind of drawing anime. Not exactly drawing anime, but still kind of. But yeah, it's really just subjective and everything. For me, I've been, like, I don't have the most supportive mother when it comes to drawing and writing and a lot of other talents, like, I don't know, not really talents, just music, art, or writing. My mother hasn't been the most supportive in that. And, like, when I finished a drawing of my OC Ace, I showed my mom, and first thing she said was, what in the world is going on with the eye patch? I explained to her that was how it's supposed to look. She kept trying to say, you need to put, like, the straps. And I said, I did put the straps. Look. And she kept saying, like, oh, this part looks like it's part of this part. Even though nobody else had said that. She was the only one who thought that. It's more so the tone. The fact that she immediately went to belittling my art. And when I tried to ask her, like, okay, well, do you like the art? And she said, yeah, but I don't like this part. It hurt because she obviously was too focused on the parts she didn't like. Now, I know probably some of you, or I don't know how many people are watching, but you guys probably might or might not have supportive parents when it comes to drawing or doing something that you love. For one, my mother is not supportive. My dad is very much supportive. I'm grateful for that. He's supportive in my music, my writing, my drawing. He will obviously give me critique. Like, when I was first designing Lycan over here on the left, I wasn't sure how to draw a masculine character because I've been used to drawing just females. And I asked him for advice, and he said, like, yeah, you could, like, make the neck a bit bigger, make a more defined jawline. So that was helpful because I had asked for the advice. My mom, on the other hand, is not afraid to voice her opinion. Not a bad thing most of the time, but there are times when it isn't appropriate. Like, it's kind of like a thing. Like, in some servers that have art channels, they will say, do not give art critique unless the artist has specifically asked. Which is really helpful since not a lot of artists like critique. They could have had, like, bad critique, or they're just doing it for fun. And it's important to respect that. If somebody doesn't want you to give them critique on their work, you shouldn't. If you don't want somebody to critique your work, then that's fine. If somebody, like, chooses to immediately start critiquing your work, even though you've stated you don't want that, don't be like, hey, I didn't ask for this, stop that. Just take into consideration what they said. They may have had a reason to critique your work against your own words. Like, there was something that they really didn't like, or they felt that it would be helpful to you. Obviously, it also depends on what they've said, if it's actually helpful or just belittling. If it's belittling, yeah, just don't fully ignore it. Take into account that maybe they're not sure how to give critique. Critique is kind of subjective like art. You never really know what kind of critique you want to get or give. And some people have a different opinion on what critique is. And that's completely fine. But mainly what critique should be is not forcing the person to change what they, quote-unquote, did wrong. But it's more so saying, hey, this looks good, but there are some parts that could use some work. And then they would, like, give advice and tips on how to improve the part, or like techniques that could be used. And it's important to listen to that because it really does help. Because, like, you can improve on your art and also your listening skills and social skills. That's a little side effect. I'm not really one to enjoy talking to people unless I really need to. And when somebody were to critique my work when I didn't ask explicitly, I did choose to ignore it. I choose to ignore it because I just don't like talking about things that I never really asked to discuss. It's really just, like, how you view it. It's entirely up to you. Don't force it. Just, like, it's being willing to listen to others and do certain things. That applies to many aspects in life, actually. But yeah. Okay, looking at this now, yep, I can get rid of this. Boop. Alright, we got the sketches for these two done. I'm gonna check some notifications. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna quickly take a small break. I'll be back soon. I'm just gonna leave my room for a bit. Gotta step out and rest. Okay, a quick thing about, like, what I've been talking about with art advice and that sort of thing. Take everything I said with a huge grain of salt. I'm not a professional, and there are probably better videos or streams that, like, that are better at explaining it. Shoot, where is this? But yeah, it's just taking everything I said with a grain of salt. I'm not a professional, and, like, yeah. I'm probably, like, not gonna do many art streams in the future. This is just something I did for fun, since I felt like, I want to do something besides just draw. But yeah. Alright, that's done. I guess I could start working on designs for other characters, but I'm not sure what to do for that, so I'm just gonna, like, get color palettes and then end stream. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just gonna end stream now.
Thank you guys for sticking around.
You're welcome for giving the advice. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end stream now. It's been fun having you guys. I hope I helped in some way. And if I did, yay. Hope you all have a wonderful rest of your days or nights. And I'll see you in my next